with clear vision, the only thing in the room that you can't see is yourself. If you look around any room, the only thing you could touch but can't see is yourself physically. A lot of us tend to not see ourselves in life. See ourselves in the role we play, the space we fill, the part we play in any equation when we moving around through life. But until you see yourself, all of the greatness about you will only be seen by you and everyone else. And it can be a recipe for disaster. Because one, to truly show up authentically, completely, you have to see yourself. You have to know yourself and what you do, what you bring to any table, to any room, to any situation. You gotta know that you bring that magic, you bring that skill, that talent, that unique perspective. Your unique contribution to the world is what you bring to the world, no matter where you are in the world. But if you don't see it, what you bringing is what you bringing, you'll tend to downplay yourself or believe others when they downplay you, or just see others as greater even. And you might tend to get disappointed a lot because you seeing this greatness in other people and expecting it to be their part that they playing or their part that they contributing to the situation, when really it's what you contributing to the situation, and that's why you see it like that. It's the same thing like we tend to give each other solutions. Like if I see something that needs to be done, I might tell the next person and think they gonna do it. You know what I mean? Because, they do stuff like that. But it's like, most of the time, the thing that I think needs to be improved by me. That's why I see it. It's not for me to tell you and for you to go do it. It's like, that's my part to do. That's why I was given the vision. I literally saw it because I can do it. I'm the one who can add that to the situation, whatever it be. So you gotta learn to see yourself and not downplay yourself. When you live and you don't see yourself, you tend to live a much smaller life, a much smaller path, a much narrower lane. It's like your lane is big. You know what I mean? You are very helpful. You take up a lot of space. But if you don't see yourself as that helper, as that help, as that space taker, if you don't see yourself filling that space, you'll often tend to not fill the space that you are made to fill, that you are here to fill. Think back. You can look back in retrospect, and once you see yourself for real and you see what greatness you do, you can look back and be like, dang, I see it. Really thinking back to certain situations might help you to see yourself when you think about how it went. You know what I mean? Because especially if it's like a situation where you thought somebody else, you saw it in somebody else, and then were let down because they didn't do that, or I don't know, they might not have even, it's just they ain't fulfill your expectation, but your expectation was really supposed to be on you in the first place. You was really supposed to hold yourself to what needed to be done and get it done instead of thinking you're going to delegate it to somebody else, because they don't even see it how you see it. They don't even understand how that's a problem and a solution, or they might see the problem, but they don't even understand how that solution supposed to be that solution, or how you supposed to implement that solution, because they weren't given that vision. And as much as you want to try to explain it to them, they may never get it because it's not their vision. You got to show them for them to get it. You telling them is not them getting it, and they're not going to be able to do it until they see it, because they're not going to understand it until you show them. So you just got to do it. You know what I mean? I'd rather show you then tell you. But sometimes telling you can help, because some people will get it when you tell them. But most of the time, in them situations where you really got to get something done, get to it, they may not get it. Not if it's a unique solution to a situation. It's like you just got to stand up and be that. You got to learn to see yourself. Some people do mirror work, some people do affirmations, but you got to really see yourself as a complete person. One good thing to help is when you see something great in somebody else that you feel like it's going to be really crucial for your life, for you, look at that person and look at what you see in them. And then look at yourself and think about what you see in that person. And look at yourself and how you got that same thing and you could do that same thing. If you got self-doubt issues, self-esteem issues, you might have a problem with this, because you don't see yourself as capable of much of anything. And that's a whole different problem. That's like your own problem that can't nobody really help you with. It's like people could try, but it ain't easy to help somebody who don't see themselves as anything to see themselves as anything. But if you can learn to, when you see that greatness in other people, see that greatness in yourself as well, you be on that path to getting to seeing yourself completely, wholly, and actually being able to show up authentically and add that value that you bring, that you here to bring. Let's get it. Peace. We're here.